It's that Brothers Talking Shit podcast,
Yup.
episode 29.
2-9.
That Eric Dickerson.
Okay.
Who else with 29? Nobody?
I don't know.
Fuck it. If you don't know, now you know. I am the Flush Man, also known as the Fat Boy, also known as the man who has no problem calling you broadish. And I'm your Huckleberry, and I be fucking up sometimes.
You good? Nothing else?
Yeah,
You should get long and long every fucking
that's
week,
the
man.
same shit I've been running
Every
with.
fucking week, man. I swear. And I'm Rel, aka Iceberg Shorty, aka the King of Controversial Comments. I said what I said. Don't add me. My cousin tried to call me out the other day too, talking about yo, you was talking about Nicki. That album was fucking trash. I said what I said.
Right.
Queen was garbage. Anyway.
Shit is poop
You know what
juice.
I'm saying?
And
Mr. I don't give a fuck, all capital letters. That's it. I am who I am.
right. Also featuring on the show today.
Hey, cool, Mike. It's P. Diddy of podiatry. Your favorite foot doctor.
Hey.
He done?
That was it? That was it?
Straight to the point.
Right. He got right to it.
All right. Now, let me let y'all know something, right? Now, my cousin, Cool Mike, hit me up and he told me, Flush, well, he called me Neef. He said, Neef, we got to put out as a topic, how do you accept gratitude, right? And this is a topic he went. I want to go first with this topic because you have to understand, people, that I got to break this down for y'all. Now, let's say a couple years ago, right? Me and Iceberg was having a conversation about doing a podcast. And when we had that conversation, the conversation was me, Iceberg, and Cool Mike. Dr. Mike. With his cool ass.
Crypto cool. Soon to be
Right.
crypto cool.
Right.
Don't forget it.
Crypto cool. So, what ended up happening was a year or two passed, I guess, and my birthday came, and me and Iceberg and Triz and Shiz had a conversation on my porch that sparked the podcast thing back up. And we started the podcast without Cool Mike.
Don't forget about Marie. Marie was there too.
Marie was there too.
Yeah.
So we started the podcast without Cool Mike. So at the 27, 28 episodes, Cool Mike's been on too. It's time to do it the right way. So Brothers Talking Shit podcast ain't just me, the Flesh Man. It's not just Iceberg/Rel. It's also how it should have been from the rip, Cool Mike. So Cool Mike with his cool ass is gonna tell me, thank you. What is you thanking me for? You supposed to be on the shit 29 episodes ago from the rip. We just bullshit and lollygag. So, and I mean, it's good to hear thank you from your folks and all that, but man, listen, Cool Mike, you add to what we're doing already. So if anything, thank you.
Oh man,
brother.
I appreciate that, bro.
See, we're gonna do this shit all day with this going back and forth thanking each other shit.
No. The whole idea was it's actually steep. I think it comes from maturity, man. Just a bigger thing about giving and being given, especially from a word standpoint. The analogy of giving people their flowers while they're alive, not waiting till they pass to express gratitude or thanks or I love yous, right? So that is just in that nature. Thank you for inviting me to the podcast. You feel me? Friend, family, loved one or otherwise. You know what I mean? So it just was that.
No doubt. But I dig that. But you know how we go, bro.
Yeah.
Iceberg, you know how we do.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing, man. It's like I said. It's a great thing to have a great mind like yourself. See, we can do this going back and forth, giving each other flowers.
Edification and all that good shit.
Let's get to the podcast.
Yeah, man. Let's get to it.
Ready.
We all want to start, man. I'm thinking. Let's start. Let's start with this Meek Mills and Jay-Z and Mike Rubin and this whole movement as far as what they calling it? I can't see it right now.
Criminal justice reform.
The criminal justice reform, but they got a name for it.
The reform.
Yeah.
No, they got a name for it. Damn.
I thought it was just reform.
No. It might. I'll just the name of it though.
I thought that's what it was, just
It might be
reform.
reform.
Yeah.
Okay, what y'all think of Mike? Cool, Mike. How you feel about this movement? What they trying to do right now?
Well, it's the irony is that the first episode that I featured on, we had touched or talked about Meek Mill and the album, the body of work that he put together, and
Right.
the point came up about Meek being able to touch different worlds, so to speak, and ages demographically from a rap standpoint. He could touch the little Uzi Vert, the Kodak generation. He could touch the whole Jay-Z, and he can hang in both circles. And how it's important when you couple that with a message, right? And so what he's gone through, he became, unwillingly, by the way, not unwillingly, but like not of his own accord, the face for criminal justice reform on some level. Like how he got railroaded, right? And he already had these relationships with these billionaire guys who couldn't believe that this guy that they come to know was being put in an unjust way. So it only seems like a logical step for Meek. The growth that he was, or the growth that he painted in his album, apparently he's walking it and living in life. And when you couple that with the backing and the money and the power that is of a level in the NFL ownership and kind of from all sources, I think it's a beautiful thing, man. And I think it's a big deal that is happening like that.
I think it's interesting to me. What sticks out the most to me is the fact that it's easy to, a lot of guys come home from jail and say they're going to do things. And Meek came home from jail and said he was going to be a part of. He didn't want to be the face of it, but he wanted to be the part of the movement. And then his album came out,
He
and
the
that was
face of it.
right. I mean, he didn't want to be the face of it. He didn't
Fine.
want to be.
That's
He
cool.
said he didn't want to,
Uh-huh.
even though he might sit in that space. He said he didn't want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Then his album came out, and his album has been successful. And I think it's easy to lose track of what you planned on doing when you were in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that through all that success, it's still happening. What he talked about doing when he first came home, that first interview, all those things are coming into play. So
Yes.
to me, what sticks out is the fact that it's easy for somebody to say, "Oh, I'm gonna stand by this." Everybody come home from jail and say they're gonna be changed to be different and fall into those same things, and that's all I see from him with the reform thing, and also even with the Soldier Boy thing, and how Soldier Boy got a little slick, and it could be easy for him to jump in that bag and and he really played it to the left and was real cool about it. So, I mean, it's easy to act mature and act like you're different, but after a while, it's easy for your true colors to eventually pour out and show that it really was just some bullshit. And
Mm-hmm.
I think this has shown that it really isn't no bullshit; it's really sincere. The thing that stuck out to me also was how when Mike Rubin was talking, we watched the interview. If y'all haven't watched it, look up the interview. It's about an hour on YouTube where they talk about, they got all them sitting on the panel and stuff. And Michael Rubin talks about how when he was getting to know Meek would always tell him it's two different Americas. So how he
He owned
didn't
the
believe.
76ers, right?
Yeah, he's one of the owners,
Okay.
right? And he was talking about how he didn't believe. Oh, America's great, Meek. It's great. I'm doing good. You're doing good. Everything's great in America.
Privilege. Uh-huh.
Right, and then Meek called him and told him to come to his hearing,
Mm-hmm.
and then Meek ended up, and then like you said, the district attorney said that Meek should be free. The probation officer said that Meek should be free, and he said that he looked back at a lawyer, and the lawyer said, "Listen, whenever the district attorney and the probation officer say he should be free, they never go to jail." Then Meek went to jail. Then he said, like 2 hours after that, in jail, Meek calls him and say, "See, I told you it was two different Americas." And that shit really stuck out to me. And the fact that it took for that man, a lot of these rich guys are saying how, they didn't come up like this. So it's really shocking to them. So I think it's a lot of eyes being open about things that we go through as black men all the time.
Right.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. It just a lot of that stuff was very glaring and very telling. And the sad part is, as an African American male in America, you kind of grow up knowing that there's two different Americas, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, ho.
Go ahead.
I think as black men, we only know one America, unless we're around other ethnic, other people who have a privilege. Then we get to see that their lives are. You get what I'm saying? We think it's only one way because that's all we know.
No,
I don't know. Maybe I'm
I
wrong.
hear what you I hear what you're saying, but I had the privilege of being self-aware at a very young age, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because growing up, my best friend was from Iran. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rivers Bay. Um, you know, and just being around certain people of different demographics. And I joined the Navy at 17, right? So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Before I was old enough to vote and you know, or drink or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was aware that things were different, right? And then, you know, my pop, my uncles, they're very enlightening men who've been in my life. So, you know, there's things that they tell you that you become aware of, right? And then you start seeing it and you're like, oh shit, peep game. You know what I'm saying? That's what it really boiled down to, man. So and when I'm making my statement is that I've always been aware of that was going on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? As far as I can remember, I knew that before we start calling it privilege and it became this poppy thing where people were saying it so much. I knew it existed, right?
Right.
Go ahead, cool.
Yeah, I had some. Let's put some real life context to it, right?
Okay.
We want to say privilege. We want to say being aware. Two different Americas. So me, right? Cool, Mike. Your aunt Darlene, Rel,
Mm-hmm.
my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just a generation ago, my mother, right? Your aunt
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
could not. Your mother's sister, right?
Right.
Could not go to downtown Baltimore as a child to try on their shoes. The shoes had to be purchased first, right, and taken home or whatever because of their skin color, because they were black. So we're not talking, but you know what I'm saying? We talking
Mm-hmm.
about her being born in, in a through a Jim Crow era. Just my mom,
Right.
right? So the stories of her and that of steeped in her reality. You know that again, even down to segregated stores right in downtown Baltimore.
Mm.
Definitely. I
Right.
mean, it ain't that far. It's not that far
Not
fetched.
that far removed.
Right.
And you
Right.
know, I
It's
say
not.
that a lot when I'm having conversations with, you know what I'm saying, other people about this. You know, especially my wife when she be like, oh, you know, you so pro this and you so woke. And I be like, yo, we not that far removed from all these things that we talk about my aunt. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all don't know podcast world, Cool Mike is my cousin, like my cousin for real.
Really for
So you
real.
know, like, like,
Ain't no
right.
bullshit.
So,
They mamas and sisters.
right, yeah.
They don't get no closer
We
than
share
that.
the same blood. Um, so like that is the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, even some of us being first generation college students. Because guess what? My mother didn't go to college, and neither
Right.
did
My
my
mom
father.
didn't either.
You see what I'm saying? So when I got my degree, you know what I'm saying, the people that I looked up to was my cousin Tracy, my cousin Cool, and you know what I'm saying, my cousin Onika. Like all of those people were the model of, hey, get your degree. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Because our parents ain't do that.
Not our parents. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So I looked up to older cousins who are three, you know what I'm saying, 8 years older than me. You know what I mean?
Right. I also want to say I understand now why Jay-Z don't got no responses for this Dame Dash foolishness because he's working on bigger things that are way bigger than why Rockefeller broke up and Aaliyah and all that. That's what he's talking about. When he putting the mic to his mouth, he's not talking about those things. Those things. He's talking about things that really matter. That really,
Right.
you know. And when Mike Rubin and them say they trying to free get a million people off of parole or probation, I believe him. I believe in
Right.
his confidence. He said, "I'm not selling for 1,000. My goal is 1 million."
Yeah,
And
they put up $50 million, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real.
Real money.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. So, I mean, it was easy to talk. It was a lot of people talking about like it's easy. Like I remember hearing Meek talk about it and saying what they were going to do. But it's good to see those things come to full circle, and we gonna start seeing those things happen. It's easy to talk about it, and it's not like 2 years past, 8 months, and they're adamant. And they got a lot of people on that board that I never heard of, but they seem like they're determined to fix this situation, and, and
Yeah.
and it's good to see, man. Sometimes somebody got to be sacrificed and go through some things, and shed a light on some things for people to really take
You,
heed to it. And
you,
it had to be Meek, I
you know
guess.
what? You know what I find interesting is that one of the board members in the reform made mention specifically about how this problem, quote unquote, came to her life through Jay-Z writing the op-ed in the newspaper.
Right.
So just like we just said about always for a lifetime more or less being aware of two different ways that the world works, the justice system works, schools work, neighborhoods work, that the lady, really, Jay-Z, it took for Jay-Z writing a article for her to be like, dang, this must be like a big deal. And not in a lame way, but in a whatever it takes kind of way.
Right, and the op-ed was a cartoon, right? That's how he did it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It was animated.
Like I said, my main thing that sticks out, the main thing that sticks out to me is the fact that Jay-Z ain't worried about none of that other stuff. Like the movement he making, even with the movies and the documentaries he's doing, the stuff he's doing is way bigger than hip hop. We talking about the world. While we sitting back talking about, we've had these conversations throughout the weeks about why Jay quiet and Jay not. That's come on, man. We Rockefeller's little. Rockefeller little compared to what we talking about here. And you know what I'm saying? Like R. Kelly is. I ain't gonna say R. Kelly is, because what he did is major. But his mix, I ain't got nothing to say about that because I'm doing this, and this is now what's going on. I'm not talking about 2008 and all those foolish things. I'm not saying they foolish because it's very serious and it's very sensitive.
Right.
Subject.
But yeah, go ahead. I'm listening. Go, bro.
But I want to ask y'all because it seems to me in the last week, I don't even want to get on R. Kelly, but, and this ain't even on my list, but it just popped into my head really. The fact that we saying nobody supporting these, it's a lot of black women, it seems like to me, that aren't for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a strong believer in it takes, how is anybody else going to, okay, how's anybody else going, if I'm not for myself, how are you going to be behind me and for me? You know what I'm saying? So with black women as black women aren't together, and I'm not trying to be knocking, but it's black, in the last week, it's been Taraji that came out, you got the Brat that came out, Erykah Badu, and it's like, these are black women that are y'all. You get what I'm saying? Y'all are faces of black women. What black woman don't love Erykah Badu? You get what I'm saying? And these things are coming out. Is it? And it's like, oh, we forgetting about the black women, but maybe the black women need to unite first. You get what I'm saying? Am I tripping? Like, tell me what y'all think of that. You know what
In
I mean?
relation to what? That's what I'm saying.
Because it's like it's so, and even on social media, and I ain't on social media like that, but before what I was seeing is like, oh well, it was black women who were speaking out supporting R. Kelly through these situations that he's done to other black, you know what I'm saying, women.
Oh, okay. I mean, like,
You
no,
get what I'm saying? So
they're
it's
not
like,
exempt from the shit that he was doing. Like,
I'm not exempting him. What
no.
I'm
I'm
saying
talking
is,
about they are not exempt from the list. There's still women in general. So whatever feeling that he was giving to the young girls, the whoever, you know what I'm saying? They cool. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good until it happens to you. Nobody cares. You
right,
know what I'm saying? Just
right,
naturally, nobody gives a fuck until it happens to you, right? You know what I'm saying? People come up missing all the time, but there's a different thing that if somebody in my family comes up missing, right? So you're like, oh, news story. But if it was, you know what I'm saying, whoever that I'm related to is on TV, CNN
it's
would go
different.
off.
I feel you, but think about it. In your run-ins with, how many black females do you meet that say they don't like other black females?
Oh, a lot.
Right? Like, maybe it might take some unit. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no, and that's just like, let's say as black men, we would have to start as black men first to unite, and then as black people, and then I can't help nobody else with what they doing if my situation ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it's
that's a lot deeper than what's going on right now. Because I mean, we could take that back to, slavery and
Why that is, right.
well, what's the book? Damn, I just lost it. Um,
I
oh,
mean, with
cool.
that
What's
being
the name of
said,
the book, man?
Which one?
The one that they was telling people how to control the Negroes. What's the name of the book? Oh man.
Willie Lynch.
Yeah, the Willie Lynch. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? We can take it there. Yeah, right. There, and colorism is one thing, you know what I'm saying? That light skin versus dark skin. And we say
right,
the shit jokingly, but it's really deep rooted. You know, that's why I
right,
go back to, me not wanting to strike my children, because a lot of that stuff has to do with, you know what I'm saying, buck breaking, right? And we just naturally think it's okay to do so. So I mean, like that, like, because it's just been handed down from generation to generation. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
I'm just saying, well, I'm not trying to make it big, But
Oh,
what
it
popped
is.
into my head
It
in
is.
this last week was just the fact that famous black women were like on R. Kelly's side, and I'm like, damn,
Right.
you get what I'm saying?
Because they
Like,
have a platform and it hurts worse. But we saw in the documentary the girl was at his trial. You know what I'm saying?
right,
For
right,
him
right, no
raping, I
doubt,
mean, the molestation of a 14-year-old, and she ended up in the same situation. But she
right.
was
I'm
pro
not
R.
trying.
Kelly. I'm just
I'm
saying.
not trying to go R. Kelly too much. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But that just popped into my head. I was totally talking about Jay. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying like that stuck out to me. Like that the black women, it's like black women that were famous that were kind of seemed like on R. Kelly's side, and I was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, I think we expect it from everybody else, but it's like, damn, I don't know. Maybe, I'm gonna chill because I ain't trying to catch no slack out here. I'm trying, but I'm just saying it caught my attention.
Okay. I feel that.
All right, but Chris Brown, man, he went over France, was doing some business over France, I guess, and got accused of raping a young lady. Since then, the charges have been dropped. But what made me even bring this up was the fact that I can recall you, Iceberg, talking about it should be some type of punishment for women who accuse men of such crimes, and it's not true, and it's found out that it's not true. So I want to talk about that and get your opinion about how y'all feel about that situation. But before y'all go in, I do think it comes to a point. I'm not sure the whole breakdown of it, but as black, it's like a lot of famous black men going through a lot of things. It's like, yo, somebody got to be more careful. Like, when does the carefulness fall into play as that famous person? Like, yo, I gotta watch whoever I have around or whatever's going on. Because if you can even not be in a room and step away, but if the room is in your name or anybody seeing you in that room, it seems like you become a part of whatever the incident is. So it comes to
Mm-hmm.
a point to me, it's like, damn, when do these famous guys with all these money and they seeing this happen? You see it going on all around, you be like, all right, hold up. They not going to do me like they doing everybody else. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Am I tripping? Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation.
Go ahead, cool.
Now, so explain it again. I mean, break it down to me again. I missed the.
The Chris Brown rape
Uh,
allegation that happened in Paris.
so I think it's I was especially kind of shocked. I don't know if y'all caught. There was a clip of Eve talking about it, and she kind of went in on
Yeah,
Chris
she
Brown.
did. I saw it.
Who did?
You know,
Eve,
Eve.
fucking Homer.
We're
Yeah,
not gonna do that. Okay, let's
From
go.
she kind of went in on Chris Brown. I guess prior to it coming out, or it
The
gave
View.
rise
Was she
to.
on The View or she on the
Yeah,
Talk? Whatever. She one of
she
them
on
shows.
yeah,
Oh,
one
is
of
she?
the talk. I want to say.
Yeah.
It's just it gives it credence to. Don't be so early to judge, man. A prejudge, especially when we know we live in a climate where that's a bag, so to speak. No disrespect to people that really get assaulted and things like that, but meaning that's a bag. Like you could kind of we understand the accusation, false or true, burns like wildfire, while the truth kind of lingers and settles somehow behind it. So I just think it's one of those things where you try not to be to judge the situation before the fact.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree, man. It just like Eve was wrong because she, you know what I'm saying, Pop shit apologize ass. You know what I'm saying? So she had to get back on Instagram and apologize because the whole allegations lasted like 6 hours. But I think a lot of it has to do with who Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying, what happened to him in his past. So his leash, you know what I'm saying, is that much shorter, right? You know what I'm saying? He can't sneeze the wrong way without somebody having an
Right.
issue or a problem with it, right? So as you just think about, you know what I'm saying, everything that's happened to him over this time and in that, you would think that he would be more adamant to be around just people he trusts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
no new friends, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
You,
care. You're already Chris
you
Brown.
you might be wrong. He might need a bunch of new friends. Like, because maybe the ones he got already ain't the ones he need to be around.
He was with
Now
his girl.
I'm gonna let you finish your statement, but it seems to me like, damn, I had a thought and I just lost it. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Go. I lost it. I lost it.
Um, he you're right. He might need some new friends, some good ones, right?
Right.
But at the same time, you just can't be bringing new people around your situation all the time, man. Like in and I've never been famous, so I don't know. But I can just say now, it's funny because me and my homegirls, shout out to Webb and Faith, today we was talking about our whole cryptocurrency investment, and I was like, yo, when this shit pop off, I'm changing my phone number. I'm going off the grid. I don't need your social media. You're not going to witness my glow up. And I've said that on here several of times. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? We gonna be doing this shit in exotic locations that will not be named. Right?
Right.
We still gonna do it, but you just not go. I'm not gonna let you in my circle to come in there with no fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for that to even be a situation, but then like I said, it comes at a point of fame. Somebody could accuse me of rape right now, and they're gonna come pick me up from the house and ask me some questions. And I've been home all day.
Right. But there come a point where it's like, to me, it's like the like first of all, even though Chris hasn't been in trouble in a while, he
Yeah.
still has the reputation of a bad boy, his temper,
Mm-hmm.
snapping out, spazzing out, and stuff like that. So, like they waiting for Chris to just do some Chris shit again. And it seems like, but like, yeah, I think it comes to a point where as though, and he's not no kid no more. You've been famous for a long time. When do you pull back and be more selective with who you have around you? You get what I'm saying? Well, I don't even, is it even clear what happened as far as this young lady?
Well,
Did
she
something
said
really
it.
happen to
She
her?
said she said it wasn't. You know, what I'm saying she wasn't physically forced into having sex. She was psychologically forced into having sex. Well, duh, aren't we all? You know what I'm saying? Like when I grew up, that shit was game,
Right.
right? Like, what the fuck
Cap,
is you
right.
talking about?
Right.
Like, uh, yeah, you were psychologically, you know what I'm saying?
Especially a girl you just met.
And that's not
If,
rape. You
but
know
if you
what I'm
would go
saying?
that first night, then yeah, it probably take some cap up.
Yeah, no cap. You know what I mean? Like,
But I wanted to get into the fact that they saying Chris is talking about um uh uh uh, uh suing her.
you absolutely goddamn right.
Right, and I want remember you
Yes.
you were saying some things about how when things like that go on, did she have sex with Chris first of all?
that that wasn't clear. You know what I'm
So we
saying?
still don't know if they actually had something going on
Right,
or if it was some of his homies or what.
right. That wasn't clear.
That's still not clear.
Right.
Right. But you did say, I remember, and I thought about this when I read this, and they dropped the charges, that it should be something done to people who accuse people of things like this and nothing happens. Now before you go into that, I was listening to the Dream, he was on Sway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Dream was talking about how basically somebody said he stole a song from whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And to counter sue, it's like they don't got no money. So really,
You just
it's like
countersuing to
if
save
you
your
were just
name.
huh?
You just countersuing to save your good name.
Right, but yours, if it's so you
You still spending
one
money.
point, like because what he said was the guy tried to say he stole the song, whatever. He fought the case, and the case ended up, even though he was found not to steal a song or whatever, it ended up costing him 1.2 million. He said it was almost good, better to just get a ball 200,000 to shut up. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? So it comes to a point where as though I remember you saying that. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe it shouldn't be something. I think you were saying more the police or somebody should do something to these people who do accuse people of wrong, whether it's rape or whatever, and they're just doing it for the money and they're lying about it.
Right. I think that if there was some consequences to lying on someone about rape, then you would
It would be
have
more
more true cases.
okay.
You understand that, and I used the word unsubstantiated the other day with my wife, and that was not the right words to use. So that's not what I meant or what I was trying to convey. I just think if there was some legal ramifications or criminal ramifications for you lying, right? You know what I'm saying? Then
People would
you
be
know,
more
right?
cautious. Right.
Exactly. Murder's a crime, but I bet you if it was legal, you probably have more people being murdered. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And vice versa.
Yeah, you figured it had to be some damage, some punitive damage to somebody that you know is trying to finesse the system, and
Right. I remember the football player from Georgia, you know what I'm saying, went to
right, he got
jail for
railroaded
yeah,
pretty
the
much.
dude Brian, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the top athletes in the country. Went to jail, you know what I'm saying? Girl came back, "Oh, I was lying." They finally let him out. Seattle gave him a little shot, but yo, that it was
It don't
over.
matter what. No matter how much you work out in jail, it can't
It
get
ain't
you.
exactly. You ain't gonna be NFL ready.
You can't
So
get them years back,
yeah,
man.
Pete Carroll did the right thing socially by trying to give him a shot because that's just who Pete Carroll is. But he
He
ain't making the
notorious for
cut.
that too,
Yeah,
because he gave the young boy last year got drafted with the arm and all that. He drafted him out.
His
He's still
brother.
on the team too, right?
Shaheen or Shah. Yeah, the Griffins,
The
Griffin
brothers,
boys.
right, right,
Yeah,
right. All right, now let me ask y'all this, man. Do y'all believe that Future press Jay Z? First of all, the line was how many years ago? Like 2 years ago, the line about
2 or 3.
somebody raising your son and or
It was
somebody
on
throwing him in jail.
444.
Right, that was like 2017, right? Do
Somewhere
you
around.
believe that Future said, "Oh, I pressed Hov and made him apologize"? Do y'all believe that?
No.
Cool.
I don't believe that.
You can't get the Hov to press
I
Hov.
can believe he asked him, but however, I don't think there was no situation where you pressing nothing, nobody, on that. It was a clever play on words. It was a heck of a line, a heck of a bar. I don't even think he should got offended by it.
Right. He should have stepped it up and got
The
got his
truth,
balls
right? The
off.
truth is the truth.
Yeah.
But end of the day, you can't get close enough to Hov to press Hov. First of all, Future, you about
Tata will
who's
fuck
scared of
you up.
Future?
Like, don't
Who's
get
scared
into
of
it.
Future?
Tata will fuck you up. You don't get that close to Hove. Nobody gets that. They saw Tata spraying people in the face. No, not gonna happen, bro.
You're
Tata
not
will
putting
fuck
your
you
hands
up.
on. I had the Hov apologize. I can't see that happening. You
Nah.
got to chalk that one. Joe Button said Hov wouldn't apologize for the
The Sean
for the
Bradley line.
huh?
The Sean Bradley line.
Yeah, right. So he not apologizing. Hov not apologizing for that
Yeah,
shit.
he was with him. He was sitting right in front of his face.
It sounds good. That's what you say to your homies. Like, yeah, yo, I said something to the boy. He apologized. He ain't. Who knows? Hov is doing reform shit. Hov not answering to that shit.
Yeah.
So everybody, you can say whatever. I can say whatever I want to say. Yeah, Hov apologized to me the other day. There's no way to prove it because Hov not thinking about us little niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He not thinking about Future like, oh, Future's. He don't even care that Future said what he said. He don't care about it.
Right.
Hov got a lot. That man a billionaire. He not worried about
He told
Future.
Joe, so what?
Right. He said, yo, that was the funniest shit ever.
It's just
Hey,
hilarious.
cool, you listen to the Joe Budden podcast?
I do. I try to catch it when I can. I did hear him. What were we talking about? We were talking about the
Jay using
Who was
his
he talking about more recently?
He was talking about Future the other day. He was talking about Future a lot. Talking about Ja Rule with that whole Fire Fest shit.
I didn't see that yet. Did y'all see that?
What the
I
documentary?
gotta watch it. I ain't
I
watched it
said
yet.
it's 2 of them. It's one on Netflix, one on Hulu.
Right.
That's what they say.
I ain't seen none of them.
But while we on Future, cool Mike, what's up with Future not wanting to admit that he ain't on codeine no more. What's it codeine? What is that shit called?
Lean.
On lean no more. That's
Nah,
codeine though, right?
I
Do
really
y'all
have.
respect that? Hold on,
No,
real quick before you get into it, cool.
go ahead.
Because we go into this thing where as though we grind because our rappers have to live by what they're rapping, right? So we go into this whole thing where as though if you never really sold drugs, you shouldn't talk about it. How do we feel about it? Is Pusha? I mean, not Pusha. Is Future a sucker for endorsing codeine, and now he not on it no more?
You have to be upset. It's an old Tupac clip that talks about basically who we listen to, who we patronize, who gets our money. Listen to the rappers and what they feeding us. Now, I don't want to paint the picture like Future or make him the face of, because rap really has been since its inception had these themes interwoven into the art, right? So that how can you villainize the artist for his art reflected his reality? Now, the problem with that is that at some point, Future, there was an admission that your reality in the art didn't match up anymore, right? So
Right.
it's I don't think it's. We got to be honest. I got to be honest. It's never cool to make it so easy to like the messaging when it talks about drug use, especially with a history and a track record of your DJ Screw dying, your Pimp C dying. More this year, the young boy, overdosing, people overdosing and dying, and even if they don't die, just overdosing. Like, and especially, you are taking money. You really did that for the money, right? And that's the problem I have. When you didn't want your fans to judge your music because you didn't want them to know that you wasn't on the stuff no more. And I always contended, there's no way you can make that much music or be that operate on that level or make that much money doing that if you did get that high. It just don't match, right? So it's unfortunate that somebody his age, however old he is, felt the need to front when the reality is he can make melodies, create hits, and so he could put whatever words he want in there.
Especially in this time.
Got a record set sound as good as Percocet, Molly Percocet. You understand what I'm saying? So now I hope to see some growth. He will be stagnant and you start pointing fingers like, he ain't grown up yet. It don't start to mature and change. So I think the good news is he's and you got to give allowance for people to mature and change on their own accord. So hopefully his music maybe will start to reflect it in a positive way even more. Who knows? See?
I think he took the coward way out, man. I truly do. You're right. And he could have said anything, rep the set, something, rep the set. You know what I mean? Like it all would have worked, right? But you chose Molly and Percocet, right?
Right.
That shit is fucking disgusting. Every time I take Percocet, it make me sick. Uh, so that was a choice that he made to empower whoever was listening to go out and try it, to continue to use it, or to make it socially cool and acceptable to do so. And it's funny because first of all, I've never downloaded a Future album. I only listen to the shit that was on the radio. And since I don't listen to the radio no more, Future could have a top 10 hit out right now, and I would not know. I'm just not a radio guy, right? And my kids don't listen to the radio because I don't listen to the radio in the car. So there's that. But to put out what he was putting out there into the world and to not stand behind it now. And it's funny, you know who used to say something about it all the time? Nori. Nori, like every time around Future, he
He
never
ain't
high.
never.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like he
Right.
never high. And it was all funny. He was like, Nori funny as shit for saying that. But yo, he right. So now at this point, guess what I feel? I don't think he ever fucking did it. He might
He
have.
might not have.
I
Let
don't
me
think
tell
he
you
ever did
something.
it.
If you're an adult, even if you're a teenager, and you're dumb enough to think it's cool because a rapper says it's cool, you're a fucking idiot.
I'm not even talking about adults. I'm talking
No,
about
but
when
I'm
my
just saying.
son came home from California. Him and my nephew was doing the little dance where they be
Right.
rocking their hand
Oh,
Percocet, Molly Percocet, and they don't even know. You
I
see what I'm
can
saying?
dig it.
But then
But
now
I'm
you're
saying,
trying to figure it out. You put in your Google search on your smartphone and you say Molly Percocet, and it's gonna come up. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Or it makes you
Oh,
feel.
that's definitely that's on Future.
Yeah.
And that's definitely on him. And that's
Right.
right. That's definitely. I'm not questioning what you're saying, but I'm saying if you're an adult or you're damn near grown and you're letting what you listen to music wise influence how you live your life, you're a fucking idiot. That's what I'm saying.
But see, now here's the thing, Nee. Here's the thing. It influences us, right? Stuff influences the environment, influences us, whether we realize it or not. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So the music, there's no doubt. When we was younger, there was nothing on the radio that rivals the clean versions of these songs that's on the radio now. It just didn't
Right.
happen. It just wasn't the reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
So while I can't blame the arts, there is something to artistic responsibility, right? There is something to why the trap and drug and murder music has been allowed to flourish in hip hop, but the Fight the Powers, the Burn Hollywood Burns, those people, those individuals, those voices are muted in effect, or have been muted since the night. There has been no mainstream success for a radical group like a Public Enemy since that time. I don't think that's a coincidence, man. It's no coincidence. So just like Pac said, like I remember when Young Thug had got interviewed about Mike Brown, and he was like, "Man, we ain't worried about that. We ain't stunting on nothing." He was like, looked like he was high or something. He was talking about money and jewelry, and you steady getting money from black folks, right? There's no way we can patronize people. There's no way that you can listen to these kind of things and then not have some effect on you, in a way, and we just don't know what that effect is. You know what I mean? Long term. So I can't blame it, but I definitely think it's a reason why that dude kept yelling the wrong thing in spite of the fact that he was living, a different way.
Mm-hmm. Right. All I'm saying is, and I'm gonna stand my ground on this one because, like I said, I listened to the hardest shit that ever came out, and I don't commit no crimes. I go get my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like I do everyday regular shit. I don't own a gun. You get what I'm saying? And I listen to the hardest, ruggedest shit because I think you have to understand it. It's just entertainment. If you let the fact that Future do codeine or do whatever lean or whatever, and you feel like you know what Future do it, I'm going to do it. As an adult, especially. Something
I
to
don't
that.
think you're giving yourself. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit, bro.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I don't think you give yourself enough credit.
For real, I go cook every day. Listen, I got headphones on making clam chowder, boy. If you listen to the shit I listen to making clam chowder,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I do too. I gotta turn my car down when I'm, pulling parking lots and all of that stuff because I enjoy it too, in general. But I'm just saying. All right, so the first CD or what name of CD is a tape. First tape I ever bought that had cursing in it, and I was like 12 or 13, maybe something at that time. It was the DOC. And here I am. I put the tape in. I tried to hide it from my mother and all that because I knew our song had cursing in it. I tried to mark the songs on the tape that had cursing in it so I could not make a mistake and press play, right? Till I realized all the songs had cursing in it.
Right.
I'm not blaming, right? But I'm saying it becomes easier for somebody to say, bitch, fuck you, right? When the music says, bitch, fuck you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we cannot take that to account. So while you yourself wasn't influenced to whip coke and all this other kind of stuff because of the music, there is a generation of young ones that have been negatively influenced. If that wasn't the case, we wouldn't have. What's the young boy? He was like 12 or 13 up in Chicago with the longest extended drugs, and like it's happening, whether we want to believe it or not. I think you just was a stronger individual than to allow yourself to be influenced negatively by the things you just hear. That's my take on it.
I can live with that, and any kid around me gonna be the same way because I'm already in their ear. Like, listen, this shit is simply entertainment. Just like that's all it is. It's here to entertain you. It's here to enjoy, just like a TV show or a movie. And that's what I always go back to. And that's what kills me. Like, why is hip hop the only thing in the world that we feel like, oh, it got to be true? You got to live this shit. You think Bruce Willis lives Die Hard before he does Die Hard? No. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that I understand what you're saying, and maybe this generation is more easily influenced, and that's possible with all the things that's going on in the world. I'm not when it comes to mine. And when it comes to my children, I'm not accepting. Oh well, I'm that's not going to be a get out of trouble moment.
Yeah.
Because of some shit Future said.
I got one for you. And I love this. I love y'all, man. Like the imagery. Let's not so the difference. One difference is we had to read about our stories. We had to read about the hip hop beef. We had to wait on the videos to come through. We had to wait on albums. We used to go to the store. We used to buy the thing and try to listen to it in the car. That's not
Right.
the way music is consumed these days. So when a 6ix9ine can just put up something in his neighborhood, and now I look at the video and it's all blood imagery, and you talking about New York City, bro? When we was that age, it wasn't no blood. In New York City. We seen this happen.
Yeah.
Now I remember watching Colors. I remember watching Boys in the Hood. Like, damn, it's like that over there. I remember like, now so and so, it's just like Compton. Now we got we can't discount that, bro. Like that's powerful, and the way that we get in music and imagery now is different a generation later. So they getting it literally 24/7 if they got it. We had to wait till the jukebox played it or whatever, and maybe it come on in an hour to see the same thing, and it wasn't no gang imagery on TV like that.
And watch beefs through clue tapes in the source.
That's it.
I can't.
You see it real time. You can get real time and face to face, and you can record the beat, and like you can throw game time. And like it ain't. I think it definitely does something.
Wow.
Hey, that's a good point, though. That's a good point. That's a good point, cool. Definitely, I can definitely. That's something that need to be taken in consideration. Definitely.
I never
Hey,
think about it
yo,
that way.
let me ask y'all this: am I crazy because I get upset that T don't push the toothpaste from the bottom? Like that shit drives me crazy. It'd be like the toothpaste be all balled. I'm like, why don't you push it from the bottom? Do y'all push your toothpaste from the bottom?
I don't, cause my toothpaste come in a bottle now. Life hack.
You fancy as shit, bro. You kill me.
Life hack. My
Cool,
shit come in a bottle.
cool.
I don't fuck
How
with
do you push your toothpaste? Cool.
That'll drive me crazy.
It would drive him crazy.
Yeah.
Not
Push the
switch
shit
from the
from the
bottom.
bottom.
Drive me crazy.
Yo, I be mad as shit. The toothpaste be all fucked. I'm like, oh my god, dog. Then I gotta push it from the
You gotta
bottom
reset
to
it.
get this shit all the way.
You gotta reset the toothpaste.
Maybe am I petty?
You extremely petty.
It is what it
That's
is,
some
yo.
wild shit.
Hey, yo, how do y'all feel about using the N word in front of other races? And that takes me to the Adrian Broner, him being live on TV and
Al Bernstein.
calling that white man a bitch ass. It was funny, but when I think about it, I don't like seeing that. Like if we was together, I wouldn't want. That's not something we do in front of white people. You feel what I'm saying? How y'all feel about that?
Go ahead, Cole.
I don't think. I mean, I think. see, so it's nuance to it. I think. I don't think it's black and white. I don't think it's cut and dry. Somebody calling somebody a bitch ass nigga is like, it's like one word. You feel me? Like it's not. You're not really like being like nigger, but you like you bitch ass nigga. Like that's like a one word all together. No, but like I think Broner was just clowning, and I'm not a fan of the clowning for the clowning thing. But I'm also no longer, and I say no longer. I'm also not of the school anymore that you quote unquote embarrassing in front of other folks. I think none of that matters like how we grew up thinking it does anymore. To be honest with you, I don't care if you see it or not. People know what it is. Let's not pretend that again, this dual world or this situation doesn't exist. So I don't think one way or the other somebody get really bent out of shape. Not my cup of tea. I'm not a fan of the extra antics. You know what I mean? I wish he came out and fought, I guess, but I could take it or leave it.
First of all, that shit was funny, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm very cognizant of what I say and who I say it around because I live in a different space around other people. You know what I'm saying? Work Terrell. You know what I'm saying? Is a different animal or a different beast than South Baltimore Cherry Hill Terrell, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I tell people when I speak to you, I'm really not speaking my inner monologue. My inner monologue is South Baltimore Cherry Hill. Like that's just who I am. I can't really apologize for that. So
Right.
when I step outside of different settings or I'm around my friends, where I can say the things I want to say, like, you got to be professional in certain settings. In certain settings, you got to have fun. And I
Right.
expect that from everybody, right? So, my kids get a different side of me than, I'm saying, my coworkers do. Because
Right.
what? They're my kids, right?
Right.
So, I mean, and I have white friends, and I don't really care. I don't care. But that that Adrian Broder shit was the best part of the
That
fight.
that shit was classic. But I would just like I would be like, because I'd have been played like whether I'm on a sub or been in a public place, and it's like it's a time and place for us to be. Even I don't. Okay, I'm the kind of guy when I go to a restaurant, I don't want to be judged. When I go to a restaurant for my money, I don't want to be judged by the black stereotype that sometimes happens, and it's very come on. Let's keep it a bean.
Yeah.
It's there. They don't expect us to tip. They expect us to complain about the food. Like I hate for somebody to go somewhere, we in a restaurant, and like, come on, man, don't do all that. Don't do all the goofy shit. Oh, let me talk to the man and try to because you're trying to get a discount. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? No, listen, I'm here at this restaurant. I got the money to cover the bill. I don't want to be looked at no other way. You get what I'm saying? So that I just don't like that being the stereotype that they try to put us in, or the box they try to put us in. So I believe in, all right, we talking nigga, and y'all know this podcast, I say nigga plenty. You get what I'm saying? But if I'm out at job on lunch and there's anybody walking around, I'm not nigga this, nigga that. You get what I'm saying? So I believe in a time and place for certain things. You get what I'm saying? So
Self censoring.
right. I don't want to be, this is my comfort zone now. I'm very comfortable on this podcast. I say what I want. So I might nigga, a good amount of times, but at dinner and we at, the chart house, I'm not going to be nigga this, or I'm going to be, I'm going to
Yeah.
hold it down. Like, I'm just bothered by how people can get and being being that stereotype that they look at it sometimes.
Right. We're about 20 years away from it not mattering what people say and how they say it. You can't have hip hop as the number one genre. Like everybody that's old is gonna eventually leave the earth, right? You know what I'm saying? And then people of our generation are gonna be the senators. I mean, you already seeing it happen, but
Right.
you're not gonna be able to keep those 80-year-olds around forever. You know what I'm saying? Auntie Ruth is not gonna live forever. It's just not gonna happen, right? You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just not gonna work, bro. So there'll be a Supreme Court justice in the near future where Jay-Z was their favorite rapper. I don't care what their
Right.
nationality is,
Right.
right? I don't care what their ethnic background is, right?
Right.
Because people are just gonna be hip hop because it is everything that drives the culture, and our ambassador of hip hop will be 50 years old. You know what I'm saying in December,
Right.
like, and that matters, right? You know what I'm saying? He's doing criminal justice reform, and he's doing this, and he's still rapping, he's still active. You know what I'm saying? Had one of the best verses last year, and he turns 50.
Right.
It is what it is.
So,
Can't take that away.
no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. The dog is home. DMX is home. Y'all expecting something? What y'all think, man? Hopefully we can get a reformed DMX.
Do you want to hear new DMX?
Not really.
Me either. That shit is
Because you
insane.
can't
Give
hold
me,
on.
give me
DMX is one
dark
of
as
them
hell is
artists
hot
who
and blood.
I don't mind old DMX.
Nope, I'm not checking for it.
DMX is what made DMX was he was the underdog. He was that. First of all, let me paint a picture, right? For some of y'all who are not old enough to remember. And we about to go back to the 90s. I remember the first time I heard DMX. I was living in Virginia, actually. I was in the ninth grade. And my homie came, he had his Walkman on, and he had the two-sided joint. It was Get At Me Dog on one side, and it would Stop Being Greedy on the other side. He was like, yo, this the bull, DMX. I'm thinking about I'm like, BMX, like the bike? Like, no, DMX. And he played me that shit, that Get At Me Dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard Stop Being Greedy. Then I seen the Get At Me Dog video. Now, hip hop at that time was like Dancing Diddy, Master P. It was real jolly. It got dark. Stop brushing your hair. Like in '97, you had the waves. You was trying to be a pretty boy. DMX came out. It was bandanas. You know what I mean? I ain't brushed the hair. We
Yeah.
rocking
I'm
out.
about to say, I think DMX ushered the back in. You're right. Ushered the grimy back in. My favorite DMX one of the earliest DMX moments was the Pull It song with Kane, Killer Kane.
Classic. Classic.
Yeah, we put that on like our first or second episode, didn't we? Or
Right.
attempted to. Like, yeah,
I used to fuck with your sister. Don't make me fight you.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. That was my shit. Found on a Clue tape, man. I used to bump it all through the city
Yo,
in
I
the, in
was
the
mad that
alley.
wasn't on nobody album. That's
They
what I was
couldn't
mad
clear the
about.
sample. Just before we
That's a
even knew what it
shame.
was, yeah.
But how was it? How was it that is dark and hell is hot and flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood? I remember when I bought flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. I remember where I bought it at, what I was doing that day and everything.
Yeah. They both
Came
came out
back
in '98, so that was unheard of, right?
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like that was unprecedented to have two albums critically acclaimed come out in that year, right? The same year. That shit was bananas,
right,
right? You know what I'm saying? And it was heating up and everything was cooking, and I'm at goddamn boot camp, and I get home, you know what I'm saying, for the holidays, and boom, Word X, you know what I'm saying? I let my tape pop. You know what I'm saying?
That shit
Straight
was
up. I didn't have
hard.
a CD.
Listen, that he changed the whole hip hop. Mace couldn't be Mace after that. Like
and,
everything
and
changed.
you know how it felt like Brady and Belichick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Brady is great, Belichick is great. We don't necessarily know. You feel like they would be great apart. But the synergy make them, the greatest duo
Right.
ever, right?
Yeah.
So that whole DMX with the Rough Riders, the name is great. The DMX with the Swiss beats. Remember we talked about Swiss beats changing music and the sound he was going with the beats and all that stuff a few times back. Like that synergy of that whole camp and that whole angle. Man, he definitely had a day at that time.
There ain't too many movements in hip hop that stick out to me more than that. His movement and maybe the 50 Cent movement. Where like everything changed. Like cats want to say when Big died, Jay-Z became the best rapper alive. No. It was after the dog cooled off is when Jay ran with it. Because when the dog came, look at me funny if you want to. When the dog
I'm about to
came,
stop this podcast. I gotta find somebody fucking else. You doing some other shit, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on, bro. Jay went from he had the little shiny suits on, sunshine with the different color suits on and all that shit. X came, this nigga had bandanas on, money cash hoes and all that. Jay-Z had
That
bandanas.
was Jay-Z album. And that came out in 98 too.
Right, but he had bandanas on and all that. He won't want nobody wearing no band. That's that X shit, dog. Keep it a bean. Hove had to run after that. 98? Hove wasn't the boy 98. Hove was the boy 98?
Fuck yeah.
You fucking crazy.
His best-selling album came out in 98.
Who?
His best-selling album came out in 1998.
That's my favorite album. That's my favorite Hove album. Don't tell me that.
So I don't understand why you not putting facts out.
I'm talking about the whole movement. Listen, X had the chicks, All I Want Is You. He had the grimy niggas slipping for. He had the whole shit. He was the total package.
You're in the way for that shit you're saying right now, yo. Any fucking way.
What you trying? I want to be clear what's trying to be said right now, bro. D.
He talking to you.
Okay.
Let me go get my battery pack because he talking to you. I gotta step the fuck away from you for a minute. Fuck out of here.
What's up, cool?
Now, I know you're not trying to say that DMX presence or one way or the other influenced Jay-Z somehow. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is people like to act like when Big died, Hove had it since Big died. In longevity, Hove has been from 96 or 90, whatever, 98 to now. When we look back at it, that's like, okay, this is what it's like. Every year, Michael Jordan could have won the MVP, probably. Or LeBron could have won the MVP every year. But it's been different MVPs. DMX 98 was running the league. He had a Westbrook triple-double year. For real. 2003, 50 Cent was the best thing out. When we look back at it through the longevity of a career, Hove is Hove. Hove is number one. But in 98, Hove wasn't fucking with X. Wasn't nobody fucking with X. X was untouchable in 98. Now, when that third album came, it might have cooled off. The first two albums, wasn't nobody fucking with X, dog.
Go ahead, cool.
You gotta. So yeah. I mean, but that's part of the greatness, though, is the longevity aspect, right?
Right.
Because when you with this in a sports analogy, you say the best ability is availability. DMX, you're right, D. When I went to see the tour, what was that? The Puff Daddy tour. DMX came out after Jay-Z, if I remember it correctly.
No, that was the Hard Knock Life tour.
No, the No Way Out tour.
No Way Out.
He was on No Way Out tour too?
No Way Out, yeah.
The No Way Out tour. I was
before Hard Knock Life.
Okay.
Before Hard Knock Life. That spawned I'm out of here. Let me go make my own tour. That was the Hard Knock Life. But Jay-Z performed before DMX in that pecking order, right? So you're right that even though Jay-Z was hot since he came out that there was still some ascension to go during those years. The problem is, even my wife liked DMX more than Jay-Z at the time. The problem is, the problem happened, right? So when you stop making music, or you stop being relevant, or you stop showing up, or you don't show up on time, or you don't want to record the right way, you got to merge all of that to be the greatest. That's why when Wayne started saying best rapper alive since the best rapper retired, you got to keep doing that. Them 13 summers or whatever he claimed, right? That's a lot to keep doing.
No, hey, cool. I'm not questioning that. I'm not saying nothing against that. What I'm saying was, listen, everybody had to adjust. The thing about Jay, if you can't say nothing else, Jay's been able to adjust to everything. Jay didn't change how things were going until around the Blueprint. Jay was just going with the flow before that. Let's keep it a bean. He was going with the flow before that. Everybody was trying to be shiny suit, wearing baggy shit. X came out and went against the whole grain of shit, dog. What you think in your head about?
You on some other shit right now, yo.
He didn't go
I
against the
know
whole
the
grain
fuck
of
you
shit.
are right now. The Blueprint. You just skipped like 4 fucking whole albums.
Listen. What I said, listen, I didn't say that. Listen, first of all, if you know me, if you listen to this podcast, I've always said some of my favorite whole albums is the early ones. Don't get me wrong in that. What I'm saying is, what X did, everybody was riding the wave. Hov in '98 was trying to do what Mason was doing. He was coming at them cats, but he was doing what they was all doing the same kind of shit. Let's keep it a bean. When DMX came, rough beard looking crazy, fucking dog with him, barking and shit, it was way different than anything. He went against the grain of everything that was going on. Everything. Wasn't nobody doing that. Everybody was to a certain extent. Let's look at the shit Jay had coming out around that time. He had Hard Knock. He had melody shit. X came with the raw nigga pull up to get at me dog video. Like this nigga had a fucking big like. What are we talking about? That nigga changed everything. Mace couldn't even drop his second album. Didn't do nothing after X came out because that shit not working no more. Puff didn't even come out again. Master P and them was over. That's who was running 97. Who was running the game 97? The Fugees and fucking Puff Daddy and fucking Master P. Hov was on volume 1. We knew about Hov in the hood, but Hov wasn't mainstream MTV and shit.
Right, that happened in '98.
Right. But when the dog came, come on, dog he was a top ball in '98. Are you telling me that Jay had a better year in '98 than the dog did?
Yes.
You would have something bumped your fucking head.
No.
No, I can't talk to you no more. This podcast is fucking over.
Fuck out of here. You on some other shit right now.
However much time is left on the clock, I'm fucking done. I'm retired. I'm done with this fucking podcast.
DMX had a better 8 months than Jay.
Right.
That's it.
That's the fucking year.
Ever.
I can't do this with you, yo. I'm fucking tired, yo.
In the way, yo. Go ahead.
You fucking crazy.
You cool.
Then
you go all the way to Blueprint. How you give a bag to the Blueprint?
Listen.
Like Jay became the man at the Blueprint.
Let's keep it a bean. Hold on. You want to talk about Jay's career for real?
Yep.
What's the name? Classic.
What?
Reasonable Doubt.
Classic.
Volume 1, classic. Volume 2, classic. Volume 3, Step Back. What was after Volume 3? Dynasty was compared to the first 3. So the Dynasty could fuck with hold up. You telling me that Dynasty could fuck with Reasonable Doubt?
No.
Volume 1.
Nope.
Volume 2.
Never.
All right, then we done talking.
Okay.
So Volume 3 can fuck with either one of those first 3?
Nope.
Dynasty couldn't fuck with either one of the first 3.
No.
Then the Blueprint came, which was okay. That's what. Come on, let's give it a bean.
I don't think Blueprint's better than Volume 1 or Volume 2. I mean, Reasonable Doubt or Volume 2.
When I number it, I say, for me personally, it's Volume 2. Then it's Blueprint. Then it's Volume 1. Yeah. Those are the top 3 Hov albums to me.
Yeah, then your list is trash.
Say it again.
Go ahead.
I said my top 3 Hov. Did you hear the part about Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3? I mean.
Yeah, hearing all that. He didn't hear what you said.
Your top 3, yeah.
My top 3 is Hard Knock Life, The Blueprint, and Volume 1. What's better than now? You said that. Hold on, cool. Before you go, You said my list was garbage. Why? Because volume 1?
No, it's just trash. That's it. Just
So
giving
you
you a
just want
hard
to say
time.
it's trash.
Yeah, I'm just giving you a
What?
hard
What's
time.
where my trash at?
No, I just want to go against the grain. No other reason.
No, why?
Like,
Because volume 1.
you can't really be wrong when
Listen,
you're having a Jay-Z favorite album conversation.
real shit though. Jay even said volume 1 he hate the most. But when you run down that playlist on volume 1, that it got, oh my god, volume 1 is crazy.
Right.
What's up, Cool?
No Black album.
In the top 3?
I'm just talking.
Just ask the questions, bro.
No, not in the top 3. No, I would take American Gangster before I take the Black album.
That's it. Yeah, man. We talking. That's
Yeah.
all.
Now, yeah.
If I'm talking 4 is the Black album.
Yeah.
I'm taking Kingdom Come first.
That shit is food juice, dog. Like, that shit is one of the worst Jay-Z albums. You trying to make me
I'm
mad.
fucking what you said if you paying attention.
You trying to make me mad on this motherfucker today. Don't do that shit. Like, I fucking hate that album.
You ain't
yo.
like Minority Report?
It was some drinks
So
like
what you got? Come on, yo.
No, listen,
You
the
got
thing
some
with
bangers.
Hove, hold on, the
I
thing with
heard
Hove and
motherfuckers
guys
saying
like
they
that.
paid Hove.
Listen, the things with Hove and guys like that, because this song's on Kingdom Come, Dig a Hole is my shit.
Right.
Right? But that's what I'm saying. But when you set at such a high bar, you're compared to that bar, however fair it seems. So with Kingdom Come might be better than most guys' first album or their best album, on the Hove level, it don't add up.
Right.
That's just the bar he set. That's like
I
being a
agree.
quarterback. If you threw for 5,000 yards, 5,000 yards, 5,000 yards, then you throw for 4,400 yards, and most of the league don't even get to 4,000, it's still not compared to them 5,000 yard seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I feel about it. We was talking about the dog. Y'all got me all worked up, man, sweating, my forehead shining and shit.
You want some
Wait
other
till you
shit,
see
yo?
this shit, Cool. Huh?
I said, you want some other shit?
Cool. What you got to say, Cool?
But the Jay-Z list.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got on Hove in the list. Like, this ain't even
That's
on the
okay.
fucking list.
We just talking, man. We just
Right,
talking.
right.
We let the shit rock.
What I like Reasonable Doubt. I mean, that for a lot of you know how music it kind of dates you, and we all was somewhere. Terrell, you know that time.
I do recollect. Absolutely.
In college and all that stuff. I remember my DJ Bert, my man Bert. He was like, cool, you know, Mike, you gotta hear this. You ever heard of, you know, he was talking about Jay-Z. Like, you gotta hear this. He was sophomores at Howard, I want to say. So, for me, Reasonable Doubt. Hard Knock Life is up there, and I want to say probably Volume 1. Between Volume 1 and Black Album for me, I don't know.
It's so, yo, the catalog is crazy to say
Right.
the least.
I'm a huge American Gangster fan. Like,
American Gangster got
like
shit on
that shit is, you know.
Say
and I
Hello.
love Blueprint too.
Say Hello.
Yeah.
Blueprint 2 got some shit on there too. Yeah. All right, we on. Y'all done got me all off track. Let me ask y'all something, man. Yo, Fire and Desire of Rick James and fucking Tina Marie is that motherfucker. They don't get enough credit, dog. First off, Tina Marie, I swore Tina Marie was a black woman until I was like 20, y'all.
They did that on purpose.
Serious. Huh?
They did that on purpose.
Yo, if you see Tina Marie don't look like she fucking sound at all.
Nah. They
Fire
wasn't
Desire,
taking pictures of her. She wasn't around. She was just recording. They didn't even want to show her for a long time. That was a marketing plan.
Yo, and Rick talking that shit too. Like, I was just in the Fire Desire the other day. I said I got to talk about on the podcast.
Yeah.
That shit is that shit. How did y'all both married, man? How did you propose to your wife as a man who's not yet, married but thinking about marriage? I'm curious. How was the proposal? Is it romantic now, or is it more of a conversation had and an agreement made? Like, let's do this. How did y'all approach y'all situations being two married men?
For me, I can start off. You don't know, it'll be 15 years this year.
Hey.
For us, man, married. So it's funny because before the advent of social media and especially like IG, where you gotta think of a way to propose, and then you sort of film it, right? you know, it wasn't none of that. So, so I actually proposed when we had our first dinner date, and it happened to be Red Lobster. It wasn't nothing extra fancy about my proposal.
Oh shit!
Right.
Over the Cheddar Bay biscuits.
But it was on some Beyonce take that as a Red Lobster. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I did get down on one knee. She said, "What the hell are you doing?"
Oh, man. My shit got a little. My eyes got a little moist over here. Real shit. Cool. Get it together, bro. Is that a question or is that a statement? Is that? I'm gonna tell you some funny ass shit, right? So I'm gonna let y'all live my life. This is some shit that I don't do for the world. Me and T was laying in bed like a couple weeks ago, and she said something, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm ready to do it." And she was like, "Do what?" And I was like, "Get down on one knee." I swear to God, I don't remember this shit. Like I was asleep like a motherfucker. But she tell me, like I was like, "Yeah, babe, I'm ready to do it." She like, "Do what?" And I'm like, "Get down on one knee." And she said she started laughing. I was like, "Oh, you think I'm playing?" I swear to God, I don't remember this shit. I don't remember this shit, but I'm just she trying to line me up. She trying to line me up. Listen, I was on look. She trying to line me. I'm gonna marry her ass though. I'm gonna marry her. I just gotta figure out. We're gonna figure that shit out. But I was just curious. All right, I believe. How do y'all feel about being your woman's number one fan, man? I'm a strong believer in that. Listen. I'm anybody I fuck with. I'm their number one fan. No, no, no. I'm real number one fan. Anytime real about to do something, whether it's a goal or opportunities in life, I'm a strong believer, man. I love seeing my people doing their thing. I love even if I know my time gonna come, so I don't be tripping like, yo, why is everybody getting these opportunities? Are they seeing success or man, I don't feel that way. But I'm definitely my woman's number one fan. I tell her she look good. When it comes time for whatever she's trying to do, whatever she's up for a job, I believe she gonna go do it. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead, baby, about to kill that shit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a strong believer in being my woman's number one fan. Like yeah, I post with it like, yeah, this is me right here. You know what I mean? I got me something nice on it. You know what I mean? That's just how I rock. So I'm my woman's number one fan. I believe in that. How y'all feel about that? Right. Right. It's another name. Right. But see, that's that weak nigga mentality, whereas though you want to beat her down or have her feeling small because you're in fear that she's going to find somebody better than you. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of men out here who wanna, oh yeah, you this. Like I'm a type woman who listen, my lady ain't no small woman. My lady got some weight to her. I like my woman a little thick. You feel what I'm saying? But if she wanna lose weight, then I'm with that. And if she wanna stay how she is, I'm with that. You get what I'm saying? I'm never gonna make her feel like she's not a queen and she's not beautiful, no matter how she carry it. And I'm not gonna tell her what she should do, what she shouldn't do. Now, if a doctor say, you need to do something or whatever, then I'm gonna be on that type time like, look, babe, the doc saying whatever. But if you saying, yo, you want to be, unless I'm trying to lose whatever, cool. And I'm gonna support you on that. But every day, no matter what, you beautiful to me. You the shit to me. You get what I'm saying? And that's just how I rock with it. Like my babe, the shit. She better than motherfucking Regina Hall. And you know how I feel about her. You feel what I'm saying? She the shit. And that's just how I rock. So if you my woman, you the shit. Whether you a little fluffy or you a little thin. However you rock, that's how I'm rocking. You the shit. It's a weak motherfucker out here or a motherfucker with insecurities. First of all, we not perfect. If I don't want to change who I am, who the fuck am I to tell her who she should be? You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna accept her for who she is. She should accept me for who I am. You get what I'm saying? But it's weak motherfuckers who don't want you to go looking for nobody else and want you to believe that, oh, you, I'm the only one that loves you and all that goofy shit. Whereas though you not the man you supposed to be, so you feel like you gotta. It's a weak nigga mentality. You know what I mean? I'm not with that. You know what I mean? I'm a strong black man. I want a strong black woman, and I'm rocking for her, and she the shit. Point blank period. She a supermodel to me. You get what I'm saying? Stretch marks and all. That's just how I'm rocking with it. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me though. I'm not a weak nigga. I'm not broadish. That's for them broadish niggas out there. I don't do that. Definitely. Definitely. Right. Now that goes to a question Rel asked me. And would you give up social media to save your relationship? Absolutely. I'm gonna go first. I have no problem giving up social media to save my relationship because I know what real life is. I know what fake is. And I've, in a 10-year process of having social media since 2009, got caught up in the fakeness. And now I'm back realistic. So I don't have social media, and it's been a couple weeks. And honestly, I don't miss it. Only thing I really kind of miss is just the little shit that I need for this podcast, but I still find a way to move around that shit. So I don't miss social media, but to me, social media is the circus. And I got caught up in the circus for about 10 years. And honestly, I don't miss the circus. I can see the circus from afar. You get what I'm saying? But to save my relationship is not even a question. That's easy. I do that shit ASAP, shit'll be gone. Because like I said, anybody who really know me know how to get with me anyway. So I can work around all the other shit. I was more worried about pictures that I had and shit on there. But that social media shit to me, it's not real life. You get what I'm saying? Anybody who puts that in like, oh, this is not. This shit is entertainment, and this shit is fake. This shit ain't really what's going on. So for me, it's effortless to give up social media for my relationship. Right. You ain't by yourself, bro. Same shit. You check your likes and all that shit. Right. 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 What's on your mind, cool? Right. Yep. I I was definitely guilty of that. Now what's crazy, right? I'm watching this show called You on Netflix, right? This shit is crazy than a motherfucker, right? This shit you, and this really has to do with the like it's crazy because all right, this show is like I never seen nothing like this, right? So it starts off, it's a guy he works in the bookstore, right? Girl comes in, she's looking for a book. He helps her get the book. They have a little conversation. They're a little flirty, whatever. They have a conversation. She signs the receipt with her name. He thinks she's a beautiful chick. He looks her up on Facebook, social media. Her shit is unlocked. This motherfucker stalk her off of social media, learn her all her shit, everything she do, everything off social media. Like this show right here. Listen, first of all, the show is unique to me because every movie or show we watch, as far as stalkers, you see the perspective from the person being stalked. This show shows you right. Listen, dog. When I tell you this shit is addictive, I'm addicted to this shit. We about to watch 2 episodes tonight. Well, I don't know because Royal Rumble come on tonight, and I'm on my WWE shit this year. I'm back on my WWE shit. It's called You on Netflix. Listen, this shit cool. When I tell you this shit crazy, this boy know every single move, everything about her through her social media. This shit is crazy. Listen, this shit is addictive, man. Like listen. That's that new shit right. Netflix taking over, man. Real shit. But that you shit is that shit. Netflix taking over TV, man? Do y'all how y'all feel about do y'all like y'all I think we had this conversation before, we might have. Do you like your what you can watch well, Rel, you don't watch TV because you're the busiest man in the world. But for us regular folks, well cool busy too, but I'm a little busy. But how y'all feel about is Netflix taking over the game and how they do things? Let me ask y'all something before you go. Do y'all think that okay, I battle with let's say, all right, when you watch regular TV, let's say you watch an episode. Like back in the day we used to watch The Wire, right? You watch an episode and a week go by. Like, okay, with the fact that Netflix has it all, boom, 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 you can watch it, boom, 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 every week. I think it's a difference in how you take it in. When let's say it's an episode and you watch it on Monday and you really get to absorb it and you gotta wait another week for the next episode. And being able to watch it, if you got 5 hours watching 5 episodes, you know what I'm saying? Can watching that much at a time and being able to watch that much at a time take away from that weekly the hype, the pitting, the thing in your stomach? Because bro, we talk about this all the time. When the Wire came on, it was like shut the fuck up for this hour. Don't fuck with us. You get what I'm saying? It's different when shit. You can watch the episode season of The Wire drop on fucking Tuesday, and by Wednesday night you could be done and shit. Yeah, I'm listening to you, bro. Yeah, because some people that just like some people like the binge watching and shit. I'm bothered by that. I know you're a busy guy though. You got a lot going on. You got to figure something out. Hey, hey, cool. He gonna be at the Lakers game courtside watching snowfall on his fucking iPad. That's how that shit gonna play out. But cable under pressure though. Not with the way the Fire Stick set up. I got I got Go TV. I got Go TV. $25. My shit a whole. Listen, I ain't gonna talk about that right now. But I don't got no fucking none of that shit. And I pay $25 for my cable. I'm good to go out here. See, yeah, Gears. I got Go. What's that shit called? It's called Go, but it's called something else too. And that's what I fuck with. What's up, cool? You still there, cool? And
Yeah.
that motherfucking Black Monday, nigga. Don Cheadle got another one.
Oh, yeah.
Don Cheadle got another one.
I caught the last episode of Shameless, and it started off with the first episode of Black Monday. So I was intrigued, huh?
Black.
It's about the stock market crash in 1987.
No, but it goes back to a year before that though. That's where it starts.
Okay.
Don Cheadle, Regina Hall, my
She
second
gonna
favorite
fuck you
boo.
up.
My second favorite boo in the world. Listen, that shit is Don Cheadle got another one. These classics. Listen,
No, it's on
Don Cheadle.
Showtime.
Okay.
You got Showtime, cool?
Maybe.
All right. If not, I give you my joint.
Don
Then
Cheadle
then
don't
you
get the
got
respect he
Showtime.
deserves in what he does. Don Cheadle is a fucking monster. He's a fucking genius. Whatever role you give him, if it's a Kendrick Lamar video or it's House of Lies,
Yeah.
I love
Don
that
Cheadle
show.
is a fucking monster, man. We
Yeah.
gotta start giving him. We gotta give him some love out here.
Yeah. Valley of the Boom is another one.
What's that noise?
I don't know. He's probably cooking.
Cool. What are you doing?
We can hear it.
My bad.
What is you doing though, Cool? No, we on the podcast, man. You gotta tell the world.
I was actually preparing some dinner.
I told you he
What
cooking.
you cooking though, Cool? No, Cool. We need to know what you cooking.
Plant-based meatless burgers.
You said
Oh,
meatless?
you got the Beyond Burgers popping?
I actually got another brand, but yeah, something like that. Yep.
Meatless burgers?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it was something on social media. This new restaurant in Atlanta is called Slutty Vegan. They have like hour-long wait lines. Cheese had sent it to me, and they had to open up a restaurant. It got so popping. You know what I mean? Real quick. Yeah, black on.
Okay, Slutty Vegan.
That's a hell of a name.
Yeah, you gotta take it.
Yeah, you gotta comment. You real loud,
Tell
Cool.
us story.
Cool, you real loud over there.
All right, I'm finished. I apologize.
All right. Tory Lanez said he's the best rapper alive. Tory Lanez, you're not the best rapper in Canada. What are you talking about?
Tory Lanez probably the best rapper on his
about?
fucking street.
Huh?
You a rapper?
Right. He said he a rapper.
Yeah, everybody rapping now.
Oh man.
Tory Lanez, you ain't better than me, and I ain't rapped in 15 years. Fuck wrong with you?
They just Tekashi in jail and everybody that fucking went wild, yo. Like
Tory Lanez, you ain't the best. You ain't the best rapper in the new group you in. With T-Pain. T-Pain a better rapper than you. Are you fucking serious?
nah, yo. He
Best rapper alive. You ain't the best rapper in your fucking country. Drake got that. You from fucking Canada? What's wrong with these Canada niggas?
Nah, he from Toronto. He ain't the best rapper in his Providence.
Right.
Like,
listen, only thing we check Toronto for is fucking Drake and Canada Dry. Like, don't nobody need you, my guy. Ginger Ale got you. Fuck wrong, boy.
that shit.
You the sample king, nigga. You stay stealing somebody's shit from the 90s and running with that shit.
Yeah.
I heard them chicks from Blackstone looking for you. What they call Blackstone? What's them chicks' name?
And
Brownstone.
Brownstone, Blackstone, Brownstone.
Fuck it up.
Hey, I do that. All right, y'all. I got some shit. This is called Neef's Going Back in Time. So we going back 20 years and see what was popping around this time 20 years ago. Because it all started for me. What made me come up with this was the fact that, like I said, Money Cash Hoes was 20 years ago. And I'd be like, damn, that's crazy. Then I was like, I think Jada Kiss and Ja Rule and Fat Joe and all them beefing with 50 Cent was like 2004, 2005. And I'm like, damn, that's 15 years ago. That seemed like a short amount of time. So I took a list down of some things that happened in January 1999. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
January 13th, 1999, Michael Jordan retires for the second time, which was Michael Jordan retiring from the Bulls. That was the lockout.
January?
It was the lockout year. That's why it's like that. I was
Okay.
confused. That was the lockout year, so I guess he couldn't retire till they came back into the league, became the league again, and he had to retire.
Okay.
Okay, January 21st, the United States Coastal Guard intercepts a boat with 950 pounds of cocaine headed to Houston. God damn, that's a lot of coke.
Yeah, shit.
January 12th, 1999, Britney Spears debuts her debut album. What's the name of that Britney Spears song that
Who
was
fucking knows? Like, who cares?
Hey, Britney came out 20 years ago. Britney bred long though. So that's some 20 years ago shit. Come next week, I'm gonna hit y'all with the albums that came out in 20.
He is the finesse king. Or no, Mary J. Blige's ex-husband is the finesse king.
He's the finesse.
All right, listen, right? Y'all can talk for a few minutes. I gotta pee, man. Y'all not gotta take my pee break.
Oh shit.
You and Cool talk about something. I'll be back.
Man, you should have gave us something. You should have tossed us something. You got the fucking
I'm about to
list.
toss you something right now.
God damn, you're a whole human being. Damn. Let's talk about that Lenny ass T-shirt you got on.
First off, don't talk about my shit.
Your shit got so
My
much
shit
fucking
ain't
lint
linty,
on
nigga.
it, dog. Put that shit in the dryer before you get back on the podcast.
We not gonna. Don't be that guy.
Damn.
Don't be that guy. Cardi B political side. Cardi B shutting motherfuckers up. What's up?
Okay, yeah. Well, Cardi B just got a voice, right? So people are listening. She got into it with Tommy Lauren. Everybody know that Tommy Lauren is, you know what I'm saying, an antagonizer. She's the white Charlemagne the God, you know what I'm saying, to put it in that analogy. But she said some stuff to Cardi, and Cardi was clapping back at her as only Cardi can. Told her she'll walk her like a dog. I believe everything that Cardi says. So I believe that she will walk Tommy Lauren. Basically, you know, about the whole border wall thing and the government shutdown and people just have, when you have a voice, you have a voice, and Cardi has a platform, and people are going to attack her in every way possible, right? So what people normally try to do is attack you from the space that you used to be in. You know what I'm saying? They never attack who you are today. They attack you for the person you used to be because they're just trying to find a chink in your armor. But we already know how those games play. You know what I'm saying? Tommy Lauren, the same one that said, your husband sold drugs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yes, little white girl from middle America who don't know shit about America. You know what I mean?
13 years of drug dealer.
Right, yeah. So what? You know what I'm saying? Sold drugs, got away. That's a C. Yeah, fuck out of here.
And the whole political Cardi, like you don't even have to attach the adjective political to it. She just using her platform to express certain things, social things specifically that speaks to her, people of her generation, and her following. The way she always has, by the way. Mm-hmm. So that's, I think, the biggest story is just like the reform effort, the power, just like what you said, Ralph, hip hop being the number one genre, really globally, if we talk it.
Yeah.
And the ability it can have to unite a cause, to champion a cause, to bullhorn on the loudest stage, so to speak. You had sitting U.S., I think they were senators or some politicians debating on whether they should repost Cardi B's political statement because it was really to the point. It just had colorful language like a rant artist would. So I think it's a good thing that she really is paying attention on a different level and using her platform accordingly. That's only a positive.
But see, ain't nothing like, as a person who knows, because people judge me sometimes because of certain things. They think people have took my facial expressions and thought I was a certain kind of guy, and then I'm not. So it's nothing like when they think they have you figured out, and then you open your mouth and show them that you got me all the way fucked up. And that's how I feel like that was. They figured that she's just some rap lady who talks about little freaky stuff, and like she didn't have no common sense. And then when you hit them over the head, let them know, like, listen, ain't nothing. I'm sharp. I know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That shuts them up. You get what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing. Whereas though, does she do what she do? Yeah. And she got her little situations and all that, but you're not just going, she's not dumb. She's a very smart woman who seems to be in touch with what's going on. And if you're dumb enough to take the music and think that's all she's about, then you play yourself, and these kind of things happen. And I think that's just a testament of that.
Well, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Go ahead, cool. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Definitely agree.
Yeah.
All right. So Tory Lanez, who we talked about earlier, and T-Pain are supposedly doing a collabo album. If there's two artists out here right now that you would want to hear do a collabo, what artist do you want to hear collab in 2019? I'm gonna go first because it seems like y'all don't know yet. I want to hear Rick Ross and Pusha T. I just feel like that's just been waiting. It's been in the cut, and I think it's something that should have happened. Them talking, they talk, and every time you hear them on the track together, it sounds beautiful. It sounds like it works. So I'm very interested in seeing what an album would be like with Pusha T and Rick Ross, going with their little clever ways back and forth on the album.
Uh, Kanye and Jay-Z.
Ah, I think we're getting further and further away from that happening.
We are. That's why I want to hear it.
I want to hear Drake and Big Draco.
The Draco album.
Drake.
How you feel about that, Cool? Because we haven't had you on since that went down.
I want to hear my man Drake put Soldier on the song, man. How about that?
Soldier birthed all these cats, man. Tell me what's really going on. Drizzy back He said, that's my flow. I said, oh shit, it is his flow.
That's crazy.
He ain't lied. That's his flow.
I was like, dang, Drake. I mean, he's putting on, but you got, we can joke soldiers, but you got to give him his credit. He was telling the truth about that whole first to go viral and use the music and upload it myself and own my own stuff. That's a big deal. That's the marketing strategy of today. For the young, you got to give it to Soldier Boy.
And he said that FaceTime and shit. I was the first one pushing that FaceTime shit.
It's in the video. If you
in
look
the video.
It came out.
Kiss me through the phone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, yo. And it's just like it's crazy. It's crazy.
He said, I did the beat, I produced it, you know what I'm saying? And I sold 15 million copies. You know what I'm saying? Crank that, went diamond. You can't take that away from him.
And that motherfucker can still go perform Crank That whenever he wants to.
Yes. Legacy act. He gonna always get a tour off of that.
Matter of fact, he performed that at the ASAP what's the ASAP Yams joint?
At Yams Day. Yeah.
Yeah, Yams Day, right. He did that joint. He came out and did that. He still
Yeah.
can do it
And
too.
I know they was rocking it.
Hey, he got a quiet catalog, and if you talk about the features or the things that he produced, by the way, like the production component of it, like it's one that's missed. So somebody said, you remember Roscoe Dash? Remember that? Oh no way, that Soldier was on that first All the Way Turned Up song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gotta give him his props on that.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like I can remember the first time I heard a Soulja Boy album. Crank That joint. I had a hangover. I was working on a Saturday at Elkins Park Hospital, and I had a hangover. My man gave me his keys, and I sat out in his car for a little while, and I had the radio on, and they kept playing the song. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is Soulja Boy? Because to hear a name like that, I really first I thought like No Limit Soldier or like he was more of a, the name didn't match with the song to me.
Mm-hmm.
So like because I thought Soldier like on some thug shit more than Soulja Boy. They played that shit like 4 times, 5 times, back to back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck is this? Like I didn't like it, but I'm like, God damn, they playing this shit crazy. And then all these years later, it is what it is. But the thing what I give him is he don't get no trouble. Do he get arrested for real? I don't think he gets in no trouble like as far as the law.
Well, he was just beefing back and forth with one of them cats from Chicago. I forgot.
Right, but I'm just saying like he doing
the
the Tekashi shit without the cops and all.
Yeah, without the nonsense and tomfoolery.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, did you see Meek tweeted about him? He gave him his props. He was like, basically, he used to write letters from jail using Soulja Boy lyrics to kiss me through the phone. And he was like, that's just what it is. So he really, 10 years, and these dudes that are young, you really have been hearing Soulja Boy for a decade. That's crazy to think, but it really is the truth. And even some of his collaborations, Gucci Mane, Shorty Low, he got Yo Gotti on some old songs. Like, that dude alright.
You can't knock what he's done. You can think he's crazy and he tripping a little bit, but the accomplishments speak for themselves. And at the end of the day, you gotta show him respect for that.
Yeah.
As a kid, at 16 years old, doing it by himself.
I like what he doing with the Soldier watch and the Soldier console. Like, get your money, young man. Nadeska was in the way for saying that shit to him. You got too many businesses.
And then she tried to explain. She
Did we
tried to
talk
clean
about
up
that last
too.
week?
Did you hear the cleanup?
What? Fuck Nadeska. I don't even watch that trash ass show.
But you said try to clean up talking about something I'm always been supporting of. I'm just trying to figure out why. Don't try to clean it up. You said what you said.
Yeah, she on some Eve shit. Go ahead, cool. Did we talk about last week?
We're not gonna keep talking about Eve in a negative light, okay? We're not gonna do that.
I do love Eve. She was out of pocket for that, and
she Drew. We all make mistakes.
I don't remember her being out of pocket much.
We all make mistakes. I love Eve. Not more than my lady, of course, but
Address the Nadeska shit, cool.
It was crazy because it's like these dudes are. I'm gonna use the loose version of genius. We can laugh or joke or whatever, but you gonna understand what I'm saying. So Ray J, Soulja Boy,
genius.
These are people, right?
Yeah.
That we know who they are, we know their names, we know their brands, and why. It ain't even all music. These dudes have been successful in multiple arenas, and you gotta give a lot of credit to that. So for her to Nadeska to question Soulja Boy, why you got so many businesses? I mean, even as a joke, like that's not a good mindset to have. What was the stat? I think did it come up here that by 2030, I want to say they say estimate more than half of the population, maybe in the U.S., is going to be self-employed. Man, if you don't realize that the world is moving to we need less and less of you, right? And you know what I mean? Or you need businesses or other things to keep it going. I think you're sadly mistaken. So you got to give props to somebody that's doing it. I see these kiosks in the mall where they got the old Nintendo games on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I seen Soulja Boy joint in the mall with the old Nintendo, why wouldn't I buy his game? I would. And I think that's the point. And they totally missed the opportunity, and it made Soulja Boy look like a genius, right? For touching these things that make him money. I want to figure out how to make $200,000 in a week or whatever his orders were. You know what I mean? That's how you should be asking. She's trying to choke him, and that's the point. That's the problem.
Exactly. Definitely. That's definitely something that got to be talked about, man. Like she tries to play it off like it wasn't that, but you definitely try to play that boy to the left.
Yeah, fuck her.
Because he was the butt of jokes, but at the end of the day, who's really winning?
Soulja Boy. Like he been winning.
Right. All right, y'all. Y'all know I do my top 5 thing. You figured, deal me? So we doing top 5 sequels that should have never been made. Am I the only one with a list?
Top 5 sequels that never should have been made?
That never should have been made.
Yeah, I can go.
All right, I'm going to go first.
Go ahead, bro.
I got The Matrix. They should have left The Matrix how it was.
Mm-hmm.
I got The Matrix. I was cool with the first 2 Godfathers. The third one wasn't necessary. Belly 2. Belly 1 at the end, damn near. They should have. Belly 1 shouldn't even have been Belly. Like, I'm almost out of problem with Belly.
Yeah.
Because Belly left you with more questions than answers at the end. But to do a Belly 2 that was on some other shit didn't make no sense. The Lion King 2, come on. The Lion King 2, you tripping. House Party 3 with Immature, shit was poo juice. Y'all got any more to add? Y'all got a problem with my list? Let me know.
How did they get so many Fast and Furious?
Yo, that's a good one. Now, what I can say though, cool.
You know how sequels was a joke? It's like 13, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, like Leonard Part 6, the movie's so good they never made the other 5.
But listen, I can say like the last like 3 or 4 Fast and Furious ain't been that bad, but it was a little stretch where it was a bunch of bullshit though.
Mm.
I mean, they are extreme, but I feel like the last 3 or 4 have been kind of got back on track to a certain extent since the first one. Because the second one with Tyrese was bullshit, and then we got Tokyo Drift and all of those other goofy shit. They tried to connect it all, so I kind of felt that everything when everything came back together with Paul Walker and Tyrese and them and how they was doing that, and they brought the Rock in. That felt alright to me. How y'all feel about those Fast and the Furious though? The leader ones. Is it
Um,
too much?
I like the Fast and the Furious franchise. I don't think I've ever seen the 4th one.
Which one was that?
I think it's just entitled Fast and Furious.
Is that the one when
I've
Paul
never
Walker come
seen it.
back in it?
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Oh.
I think Laz Alonso is in it though.
Right, that might have been when he came back and started trying to put it back together. I think.
I think that's the first one that got Gail Gadot in it.
Who was
Wonder
that?
Woman. Wonder Woman.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So that's probably when they started trying to put everything back together, and then they went to then they had the Rock come into it, and now they got the Rock doing a spinoff and all
Yeah,
that.
they got the Rock stimulus package, so that it works. But for me, they could have kept Back to the Future 3. I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. They could have kept Terminator 3. They could have kept that shit.
Right, you right.
You know what I mean?
Hold on, real quick, before you go. How you feel about the last one? How they tried to do it all over, and I kind of like the last one when they had the chick from Game of Thrones,
Genesis or Genius or whatever the fuck it was?
Genesis. Right, I like that one.
Missed me after 2.
Did you even watch Genesis to even know
I
if it's
did,
on?
yes sir. That's the
So
one
they
where
all
they.
like how they came back and
I don't.
like how what's name came
No,
back and she was already hip to the shit.
no.
All right, I liked it, but okay.
Oh yeah, no, I don't.
All right, what else you got?
All right, cool. I also agree with you with the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? They could have left that shit alone. The third one, the third one that did it for me. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with 2. It was 3
The
for
second,
me.
the second one had some action, but it was like a love. It became real romantic after the first
Yeah.
one.
What else is there out there that I fucking absolutely? You could have missed me with all the other Jurassic Parks too. I like 1.
It's a lot going on. Yeah, the Jurassic Park, that shit, they always moving
Yeah.
the fucking.
Yeah, the goalposts and shit.
Yeah, it's a lot going on with
Yeah.
that.
I don't
I
know.
ain't mad at you on yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm off of it.
You
So.
got something cool?
I don't have a list, so I like y'all list.
True.
Right. Y'all got something grinding y'all gears?
I think I didn't said it, man. You know, I'm ready to disconnect from the world when shit. You know, I might have an opportunity in front of me that's going to change me and my family's lives. So I'm just staying the course.
Yeah,
You
man.
got cool?
I agree. Just trying to keep one positive foot in front of the other and keep working towards, common goals and such, man. Keep moving forward. So, no, I can't say that I do. Everything keep
Before
grinding me, you know?
before I go into my grind and my gears, it's something else that I wanted to talk about. Cool said he didn't. I know for a fact Cool said he didn't listen. Oh no, Cool listened. Iceberg didn't listen to the Middle Child Drink by J. Cool, right? And I
Yeah.
understand that. But to me, I noticed a little something that stuck out to me. The fact that before the J. Cole last album came out, he had a track that came out that was talking about Wale and talking about
Kanye.
and then they about to drop this what's the name of his squad?
Dreamville.
Dreamville joint, and he got this track that's come out, and that's saying he's talking about Kanye once again, and possibly talking about Pusha T. First of all, do you believe that's even it? And secondly, is it corny that that's the method? Now, I'm a big J. Cole fan, but I have picked up on the fact that before the last album, you dropped the diss, and now you got something else about to come out, and it seems like you're dissing. Is that a corny way to go about trying to promote what obviously if you got something coming out after that, it seems like that was set in place to bring attention to yourself because of what you got coming. Is that a corny way of going about things? Do you believe that to be true? How y'all feel about that?
No, I think that's hip hop. I don't think it's corny at all. I think it's I think that's the running game, the way of the game, the way of hip hop since the inception. In general,
No, I'm not.
from
I'm not saying that the track is the fact that he did it, but the way that he's doing it before his album's coming out to kind of bring attention to itself. Of course, we love the drama or the battle of the words or the little who's he talking about aspect of things. I'm not questioning that aspect of saying it's corny, but doing it before the album, is that what you meant, or you get what I'm saying?
I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's working for him, right? Like Cole got fans, he got Cole stands, and he can't do no wrong in a lot of people's eyes. I don't see an issue with it at all. You know what I'm saying? From any aspect of it, like Cole is an awesome lyrical talent, but he can get on the track and say blah 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 blah, and
It still work,
it still work. You know what I
right?
mean? So he'll never say who it is. We can just always kind of address it and think about it. But
And talk about it gives us something to talk about and
yeah,
gives some
yeah.
buzz. How you feel? You got anything else on that? Cool.
no, I don't have a problem with it at all. I don't think. I think you're not going to release a song like that when you don't have a project coming out. I just think it's predictable to have a motive behind when you release it, and I definitely don't have no problems with you sneak dissing or saying people's names and all that. Because again, I think that's just the way that we roll it in hip hop. I don't have a problem with it at all.
Right. It's so many songs in hip hop that we done, whether it's Jay Z and stuff, where it's been little underlying stuff and shots thrown. That's been happening in the game for years. So that's not nothing new. Definitely. Where it's not, a name actually said, and it's, we conversate as fans about who's being talked about and on this track or that track. But
Exactly.
I do have something before we end that's grinding my gears. What's grinding my gears is with so much drama in the NFL between the Super Bowl and just, the Kaepernick things. The least y'all can do is get the play calls right. I mean, y'all got enough to deal with
Oh man,
without this play call shit being an issue. So the
man,
fact that y'all, honestly, they say that one play can't change the outcome of a game.
you fucking
This
lied.
play showed the difference. So with all the stuff that's going on with the NFL, whether it's the players and the owners not getting along, and the Kaepernick, and the Super Bowl and a bunch of bullshit. To add to the list, the officials can't get it right. Man, listen, y'all are the greatest sport in the United States. That's without a doubt. As far as following, but it's too many things going on that how much longer of a run you gonna have with these problems? So the fact that y'all can't get the game, and then we have the issue of people saying the game getting soft, and that stuff that's another issue
Yeah,
that people have. Now we adding the officials and those things. Man, listen, you talk about a lot going on. NFL got a lot going on.
That's a good gear grinder because that call was atrocious.
yo,
The non call was atrocious.
then they find old boy. Like he don't give a fuck. Like
Right, a Super Bowl ring, which they don't. I think they're not going to get. But a Super Bowl ring is worth $29,000. Fine.
right. What's the Super Bowl pay? Is it like a buck 25 or something for winning or something shit like that? Yeah,
Oh, they find the dude that didn't get the penalty.
yeah.
Because he admitted to it. I think that's what really did it.
I mean, no, because he did it. Like,
It was
But he
helmet to
admitted to
helmet
like,
and
yeah,
pass interference.
and they fined him for the helmet to helmet.
They fined him for the helmet to helmet, and like it, bro. That shit's nuts.
listen, all the commercials that's going on, all the endorsements you got, you could have took 2 minutes and ran a bunch of commercials and got that right. Ain't no excuse for that.
Nah, you. I mean,
And then they talking about
that was blatant.
all four officials had South California
Ties.
affiliations and shit.
Yeah,
They had what?
they all from SoCal.
Like it don't, man. When I tell you they digging a motherfucking a grave for themselves.
Yeah, that shit nuts, bro.
They doing it.
And the competition committee probably gonna look at it. You know what I'm saying? Um,
You gotta check that, man. You can't
that shit was
just
egregious.
with that much time left. And then I can remember like he had a pass. He hit Ted Ginn Jr. like too early on another driver two before that.
Mm-hmm.
Ted Ginn with the catch a pass and the same guy hit him early.
Yeah,
Like,
Roby or whatever his name. He decleated old boy. Say it like,
that shit was crazy.
and the fact that Roger Goodell has been silent is wild.
For a while.
Yeah.
They
If I
can't pin
goddamn
this
kick
shit
a
on him.
dog, that motherfucker been and did 10 press conferences.
Listen, the way they was giving him hell, and I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong, whatever was going on with him and how all that stuff playing out a couple years ago. We haven't heard from Goodell in a minute.
Yeah.
And he was the fall guy. Now who? Now who you gonna blame?
Mm.
But world, this is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 29. I am the Flush Man.
And I'm Rel, aka Iceberg Shorty.
And I'm Dr. Mike, aka Cool Mike.
Right. And we want to thank y'all for listening. Now listen, we working on it. We about to have Cool Mike. We can see Cool Mike. We working on it. Should
Yeah,
be
we're
happening.
working on it. Working hard. Yeah, working hard.
So stand by to stand by. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks for the support. Like I said, leave your comments. Please repost. Show love, man. If you fuck with it, like you say you fuck with it, you listen every week. Let your friends know and your family know. Let the world know that you rocking with Brothers Talking Shit podcast.
Yeah. We out.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.